It is late October now here in Jorvik. The leaves have changed and Halloween is just around the corner. Autumn is one of my favorite times of the year, and unlike most warm bloods, my horses are loving the cooler weather. After the blazing hot summer we had this year, the cooler breeze has been a huge relief. This weekend, Geralt and I will be hitting the eventing scene once again for the first time in months. In all fairness, after the funeral, I pretty much dove headfirst into work, and between my 10 plus students managing the needs of not one, not two, but 3 high-end competition horses, there has been no time to squeeze in shows of any kind. But with the cooler weather and many of my students heading home for a seasonal break, there was finally a moment to breathe in my ever busy schedule. And of course, what do? Fill it with a novice eventing show. Now, I know what you're thinking. Emrys, Geralt is too advanced for a novice show. And you're right. But it's been nearly a year since Geralt and I participated in the Golden Leaf eventing trials. Yep, I said it. Geralt and I last competed in March. So you know what that means? Show prep time. Before I do anything in preparation for the show this weekend, I do have my weekly lesson with Amelia, so I need to get Aspen situated and get my butt in the arena. While you watch the clips from my lesson today, I'll talk a bit about the show. So, what is the October series and where is part 1 and 2? The October series is a 3-part event hosted by the Silver Stirrups Saddle Club. This year, in Part 1, riders made their way to the Hunter Arena for a flat class. In Part 2, it was out with the fancy show jackets and in with cowboy hats and western bling for barrel racing and pole bending. And Part 3 is all about eventing. To be completely honest, I didn't even know the show was taking place until Kayla texted me a picture of the flyer in our group chat and mentioned eventing was up next. And as you'll know very well by now, I don't like hunters. And neither do my horses. Geralt is a 2019 Olympic eventing champion, and Aspen is a through-and-through Grand Prix jumper, which is a bit ironic when you consider his dam is a legend in the hunter ring. And then there's Cece, the mare I purchased back in May, who is also a jumper. Do you see the pattern? Not yet? You will.
You up and the blinds pulled down. You love it when nobody's around. I wanna call out my town, but you bite my lip, don't make a sound. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you.
Once the chaos in the boys' field died down, it was a short walk over to the cafe for a meal, since we would all likely forget the closer we got to the show, pre-show nerves and all. One inhalation of black tea later, it was showtime. While Van and Kayla got to work bringing in Dice and Cirilla, I went straight for the tack room and got to work cleaning my saddle soap, then brushing in a leather conditioner. Once my tack was presentable, I headed into the barn and got to work grooming Geralt for the second time today. Braided his mane and tail, secured his shipping wraps, then, before we could even blink, it was time for dressage.
I was Kayla Watson, writing KW Roll the Dice with a dressage score of 4.5. Up next is Emrys Morningstar, writing SL Geralt of Rivia. That was Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia with a dressage score of 8.
Wherever you pray, wherever you lay, I'll be there when you call me.
That was 𝑨𝒍𝒍 riding MS Lion Cub of Sintra with a dressage score of 6. Alright, riders, your unofficial placings, so these are subject to change as we progress through the following phases. Currently tied for 7th place, we have Nerissa Alvarez and Parker Grohl. In 6th place, we have Adelaide Cromwell. Tied for 5th place, we have Hannah Stormwalker and Isla Van Buren. In 4th place, we have Emrys Morningstar. In 3rd place, we have Catherine Willows. In 2nd place, we have 𝑨𝒍𝒍. And in 1st place, we have Kayla Watson. That will conclude our day 1. I will see you all for day 2 tomorrow for show jumping and cross country. We will be starting with cross country at Jasper's Pumpkin Farm. Hope you all have a great night.
Once we made it to the showgrounds, there was no time to grab my camera and record, so you get after show Emrys, who's ready to go to bed. Dressage went really well. As you saw, Geralt and I ended on a score of 8, and for those of you confused, eventing is judged on a penalty score. So the lower the penalties, the better. I'm happy with how he was going. Our circles were rough, especially to the left. He felt stiff, wasn't fluid, which shows me there'll be lots of circles in our future lessons, as well as a trip to the physio. But I can't really blame him, since he's had it pretty easy lately thanks to my never-ending schedule. I just got done doing my night barn routine since I live at the FLEC in the dorms. I'm able to handle some of the night routine for my horses, for the most part. Once I put Geralt back in his stall, he just laid right down, and as you can see, he's a very sleepy boy. And so am I. I will see you all tomorrow evening for cross country and show jumping.
That was Kayla Watson riding KW Roll the Dice with a cross country time of 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and 22 milliseconds, and 0.22 penalties. We move on to rider Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia. That was Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia with a cross-country time of 2 minutes, 29 seconds, and 79 milliseconds. Up next, we have 𝑨𝒍𝒍 riding MS Lion Cub of Sintra, and on deck is Nerissa Alvarez. That was 𝑨𝒍𝒍 Mendez running MS 𝒍𝒍 with a cross-country time of 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and 82 milliseconds, and 1.82 penalties. We're going to go ahead and get started with show jumping at this time. Our first rider up will be Kayla Watson riding KW Roll the Dice. That was Kayla Watson riding KW Roll the Dice with a show jumping time of 41.59 seconds and 2 penalties. Up next is Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia. That was Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia with a show jumping time of 43.55 and 0 penalties. Up next is 𝑨𝒍𝒍 Mendez riding MS 𝒍𝒍. That was 𝑨𝒍𝒍 Mendez riding MS 𝒍𝒍 with a show jumping time of 41.45 and 2 penalties. Alright, riders, your placings are as follows. In 8th place, we have Narissa Alvarez riding WS Wouldn't It Be Nice with a final score of 17.5. In 7th place, we have Adelaide Cromwell riding AKC 𝑣𝒍𝒍 with a final score of 13. In 6th place, we have Isla Van Buren riding VB Pirouette with a final score of 12.62. In 5th place, we have Hannah Stormwalker riding Warrior of the Mind with a final score of 12. In 4th place, we have 𝑨𝒍𝒍 Mendez riding MS 𝒍𝒍 with a final score of 9.82. In 3rd place, we have Catherine Willows riding April Meant to Be Beautiful with a final score of 9. In 2nd place, we have Emrys Morningstar riding SL Geralt of Rivia with a final score of 8. And taking 1st place is Kayla Watson riding KW Roll the Dice with a final score of 6.72.
Good morning. It's actually Sunday, and I'm finally taking the time to get Geralt unbraided. He was way too tired to put up with any more for me, and honestly, I was way too tired to try. But, as you saw, we took home 2nd place. It was a really close race towards the end, and I have to admit I'm really proud of us for ending on our dressage score, as it's usually really hard to do. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, bye!